Okay.
Okay.
Hi and Assalamualaikum Daya. Can you introduce yourself first?
Hello and Assalamualaikum everyone. I am Hidayah.
So today I would like to interview you about learning process. Can you define learning based on your understanding?
Okay, for me, learning is one of life journey that is relatively related with permanent change in someone's behavior that occurs mainly because of their experience from the study or being taught.
Okay, and uh, can you define the term relatively permanent in the definition of learning?
Okay, for me, what I mean by relatively permanent is it close enough to me to the point that I could understand it easily because maybe I have gone through the same experiences.
Okay, the next one is by providing examples. Can you give two types of your learning style where you can attend in the class or study by yourself?
Okay, the two types of learning styles that I prefer is visual learning, where the sources that I read could provide a related picture. For example, while studying Mandarin, I prefer to use a book that provide a picture related with the topics that I study. And the second one is verbal learning, where I like to hear an explanation, especially from my lecturer. For example, when I attend any class, I like to listen to my lecturer explanation because I could understand more and take note.
The next question is how do you think knowing about the brain dominance theory can assist you in your learning process, such as completing assignment or tasks?
Okay, I think knowing about our own brain dominance is important because from this you will know your personality from learning from more. For example, when you are left brain, you like to think logically, but when you are right brain, you prefer to think creatively. That is the difference between left brain and right brain.
Okay, so let's proceed to the next question. From the theory of classical conditioning and operant conditioning, which one is you preferable and give an impact to yourself? Explain by using your own experience.
Okay, I think between those two, I think I prefer more to operant conditioning theory because I can clearly see the impact on myself. For example, on the last semester, I have the opportunity to join a hiking activity managed by our college at Broga. In that activity, we have to collect as much trash as we can to get the reward, which is hamper. From this activity, I could understand why we need to protect the environment because it is for our own better future.
Okay, so the last question is can you state four process of social learning theory by applying to real life situation that you have experienced?
Okay, there is four process of social learning theories. The first one is attentional process. In this process, people tend to learn from a model by recognizing and paying attention to their critical features. For example, when I'm doing an assignment with my group member, we tend to look at the previous assignment by our senior and made it as our references. The second one is retention process. It is when individuals tend to remember the model actions after it is no longer readily available. For example, when I watch the public speaker speak in the public with a unique gesture and style, it motivates me to be unique. And the third one is motor reproduction process. It is a response made by observer after watching the model behavior and try to do it by themselves. For example, after watching the public speaker unique style while giving speech to the public, I will try to do it when I'm giving my own speech. And the last one is reinforcement processes. It is when an individual is motivated to exhibit the model behavior if they get the positive incentive or reward. For example, Usually, public speakers will give a more attractive speech when they join a competition. It is because they know if they win, they will be rewarded by the organizer.
All right. Very good, Daya. Thank you for your great answers.
Thank you.